Imagine being judged solely based on your appearance. What if your value was questioned before you even had a chance to prove yourself? This is the journey of Benjamin Harris, a man determined to uncover hidden biases and rectify injustices within his company. What unfolds next will astonish everyone, especially those who underestimated him. Benjamin Harris had recently been appointed the new CEO of Brightview Solutions, a major tech company experiencing unprecedented growth. However, before officially taking the helm, he had a crucial mission: to understand the true culture of his management team. Benjamin was acutely aware of how bias and prejudice could lurk behind friendly smiles and professional attire. To experience the company culture firsthand, free from the influence of his powerful position, he devised a bold plan. He decided to visit the company headquarters disguised as a job applicant, adding another layer of challenge by using a wheelchair to apply for a junior data analyst position. This approach would allow him to witness the genuine reactions of the hiring team. On hiring day, the Brightview Solutions headquarters was abuzz with activity. The lobby was crowded with hopeful applicants clutching their resumes, nervously rehearsing their interview answers. Benjamin, now blending in with the crowd, quietly wheeled himself into the building. He took in every detail, from the gleaming floors reflecting bright lights to the lively conversations among candidates. He observed the HR team scattered around the lobby, chatting and laughing, seemingly oblivious to his presence. Little did they know, they were about to treat him very differently if they recognized his true identity. Shortly after, an HR manager called out, "Mr. Harris." But today, Benjamin was using the alias Larry Simmons, presenting himself as just another ordinary job seeker. Cheryl Dixon, an HR manager in her mid-30s with sharp, assessing eyes, greeted him. She looked him over with a raised eyebrow, clearly surprised to see him in a wheelchair. "You're here for the data analyst position?" she asked, her voice dripping with disbelief. Benjamin nodded politely, extending his hand. Cheryl glanced at his hand but chose not to shake it, instead giving him a dismissive smirk. A sarcastic laugh escaped Cheryl. "A data analyst in your condition?" she scoffed loudly enough for nearby candidates to overhear. Some exchanged awkward glances, clearly uncomfortable with her tone. Benjamin maintained his composure. "Yes, I have the skills and experience required." Cheryl's tone sharpened. "Brightview Solutions isn't exactly the place for people with limitations," she said, emphasizing limitations, as if it were an insult. The lobby fell silent as other candidates looked away, pretending not to notice the blatant disrespect. Cheryl continued to make condescending remarks, basing her judgment solely on Benjamin's appearance. He took mental notes of every insult and dismissive gesture, recognizing how damaging such attitudes could be to those without the power to fight back. Eventually, Cheryl dismissed him with a bored, "Let's not waste anyone's time here. Maybe this job isn't for you." Benjamin nodded, turning his wheelchair toward the exit, but he had no intention of leaving just yet. It was only the beginning. Later that afternoon, Benjamin returned to his office, now dressed as himself. No wheelchair, no alias. The events of the morning replayed in his mind, especially Cheryl's dismissive words and her colleagues' indifference to her behavior. He understood how destructive such attitudes could be. His assistant, Jake, knocked on the door. "Are you ready for the staff introduction, sir?" he asked with a smile. Benjamin nodded. Standing up from his desk, he replied, "Perfect timing, Jake. Let's go meet everyone." The main auditorium was filled with employees buzzing with excitement. Cheryl and the HR team sat near the front, chatting among themselves, unaware that the very candidate Cheryl had insulted was about to address them as their new boss. The company's founder, David, stepped up to the podium. A respected figure who had built Brightview Solutions from the ground up, he cleared his throat and began, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today. It's my pleasure to introduce our new CEO, a leader who believes in people's potential above all else. Please welcome my brother, Benjamin Harris." The room erupted in applause as Benjamin walked onto the stage. His gaze swept across the audience, and Cheryl's face turned pale with shock and fear as she realized who he was. Benjamin took the microphone. "Thank you all for the warm welcome. I'm truly honored to join Brightview Solutions today. I want to talk about the core values of our company: respect, inclusivity, and integrity." He paused, locking eyes with Cheryl. "Earlier today, I came here not as your CEO, but as a candidate seeking an opportunity like anyone else. I wanted to see firsthand if Brightview was a place where people are judged on their skills, not their appearance or physical abilities." A murmur spread through the audience as realization set in. Cheryl's colleagues looked at her with a mix of shock and discomfort. Benjamin continued, "To my disappointment, I encountered assumptions, dismissiveness, and even outright prejudice." Cheryl sat frozen, her face red with embarrassment, unable to meet his gaze. Benjamin's voice grew firmer. "There's no room in this company for discrimination or disrespect. Every person who walks through our doors deserves fairness. To those of you who might be afraid to speak up, let this be a message: I am here to ensure that Brightview Solutions remains a place of integrity." David stepped back up, placing a supportive hand on Benjamin's shoulder. "I stand by my brother in this vision," he declared, turning to Cheryl. "Miss Dixon, please meet us in my office after this meeting." Cheryl's face turned white as she nodded silently, fully grasping the gravity of the situation. This powerful story highlights themes of justice, respect, and change. If you found it inspiring, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Unfolded TA Explained. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for more compelling stories. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.